Hey, what's up, y'all? Deyquan here, and in this video, I want to show you how to play a diminished scale, or how I use a diminished scale, rather. So what we're going to do is shed the diminished scale together over or in the key of G major. All right, let's review the scale. All right, so we're going to do a 2-5-1. Okay, we have this 2, which is A minor 9. All right, we have the 5, which is a D13, and then we have a G major 7 for the 1. All right. Since we're going to be shedding the scale in our right hand, we want to voice the chords differently in our left. So what we're going to do is play pretty much rootless voicing. So we're going to have this chord right here, or this voicing for our 2 chord, which is essentially a C major 7. Sorry. And then we have this like a dominant chord right here, right? Or on the screen it says a C major 7 flat 5. I was kind of looking at it as a kind of like a sus chord, F sharp sus 7, right, with the flat 5, right? Anyway, and then we have the 1. Okay, so for me, I only use one diminished scale or one diminished shape, and regardless of where I'm at, I'm going to play this when I feel it sounds the best. All right, most people will learn the diminished scale in all 12 keys. I don't. I learn it in G, mainly because I'm lazy. But I found that with a diminished scale, there's only really like 3 or 4 diminished scales before the notes repeat, right? Without breaking that down, I just learned the shape over G. So, right? Right, you may hear whole tone, half tone diminished, or half whole diminished, and that's just really depending on where you start the scale. So if I start these same notes on F sharp, it becomes a half whole diminished. So I start the same notes on G, it's a whole half. But I don't think in that way. It all kind of sounds the same. So let's hear how I would probably play it. All right, so here we go. Sounds nice. Right? So there may be some questions that you have with this. I didn't use a diminished chord or diminished harmony to play over the scale. One of the breakthroughs that I had in my playing was realizing, like, hey, you don't have to limit um, a scale over the chord. So like, I don't have to just play a diminished scale over a diminished chord. What I realized that was diminished harmony or diminished scales is just a device or a tool to create instability in what you're doing musically, right? If you just think of music as tension and release, a lot of things that may not make sense theoretically can work based on your ears, right? Let's kind of make an example like ham and pickles on a Hawaiian pizza. Most people are like, oh, that combination may not work, right? I love the combination, by the way. But in order for that combination to work, someone had to just try it and was like, yo, this is fire, right? If I just use ham like deli meat and had some pineapples on top of that, that'd probably be disgusting. But the context of a pizza with cooked ham, grilled pineapples taste better, right? Because of the context and how it was made, and that's kind of how I relate music. So hopefully that made sense, right? Here's some other ways I can do this. So maybe create a pattern. So now I'm always looking for a place to land the plane or resolve the chord, the scale to a chord tone, which is that F sharp. That's why it works. And if I want to do a little more to make it resolve, I'm going to play chord tones from the chord that I'm on, right? Now I can actually use some diminished harmony. So something like this. So I have a diminished major 7, right? This works well with this scale. Okay. Now let's bring this to a different key. Let's do C sharp. Okay, let me change my screen. Okay. Now, let's do this on the 5. We're going to take the same scale and play on the 5. Since it's a dominant chord, it's going to sound unstable. So right. Actually, I think I sound better with it playing this descending. So you know, I didn't move the scale, but it still works. Instead of transposing that diminished scale to somewhere else, to the key of D flat or C sharp, I just kept it where it is, because remember, a diminished scale is meant to create instability, or that's how I hear it. So if the chord is already unstable, like a dominant chord, it sounds like it wants to resolve. I can do or apply whatever I want in that area, as long as I'm landing on a chord tone. You know, easier said than done, man. So now this diminished scale in the key, if we keep the same diminished scale, we have a bunch of scale tones for the key of C sharp or D flat. We have F sharp, E flat or D sharp, C sharp. C is in the key of C sharp, B flat. So we have a lot of notes that work. All right, that's all I have for you with this scale. It's just really something that you gotta trust your ears with. If you try to think of it too theoretically, I feel like you miss moments. Just find places to put it. If it works best on dominant chords, areas that sound unstable, and if you can combine the run into some chord tones or back into the scale you're actually in, it'll help glue the thing together. And sometimes the context makes sense after you resolve. All right, the diminish is meant to resolve. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, let me know as well. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Take care.